G'day and welcome to the Box Seat. I'm Pete Anthonys. It's good to be here to preview 8 races ahead of Wednesday racing at Belmont Park. Quick look at the forecast. It should be sunny and 26 degrees. The rail is out in the 10 metre position and I'm expecting a good 4 track. Race 1 at Belmont jumps at 12:39. It's a Tab Touch Bet Your Bet plate over 1,000 metres, and we'll have a look at the most recent trial of first starter Amelia Bedelia.
About 400 metres to go, and out in front, it's Amelia Bedelia. Yankee Lima the outside. Kelvin chances an inside run. Maricino runs on with Angel Jupiter down the centre of the track, coming home well. The baldy-faced Ming Zing trying to work into the clear. It's Amelia Bedelia in front. On the outside, trying to get there is Angel Jupiter, and on the inside, Kelvin. But Amelia Bedelia all the way with the ears pricked forward. Had a good look at the winning post and wins nicely.
We've seen good intent from Amelia Bedelia so far in 3 trials. It's jumped well, gone straight to the front. Jason Brown's on board and that's a good indication they'll try and do the same thing here in its first start. The horse does look a little bit green. It's done a few things wrong on the straight, but it's also been very strong to the line when ridden out. So I'm expecting a good performance here on debut. It goes on top for me from the 5 Holy Ghost. It's another horse that's been well schooled in a couple of recent trials. It's shown good on-pace ability. It does look like from gate 1 it will be the main challenger to Amelia Bedelia early in the race, and if it can find the front or at least hold the rail, that will be well in its favour. Third pick is the 2 Brave Contender. It's a horse that was doing its best work late there last start. It came widest on the turn, and I think all things considered, if it gets a bit of cover from 9, it should probably be doing much the same in this event. And then 4th pick is the 3 Away We Go, who I thought had excuses first up. It was restrained back towards the tail of the field, was tearing its head off. I think if it can settle itself a bit more forward from 6, Brodie Kirby jumping on board as well, it should be a little bit more of a better performance in its second start. Race 1, 7 on top for me, Amelia Bedelia from 5 Holy Ghost, 2 Brave Contender and 3 Away We Go. Race 2 at Belmont jumps at 1:14. It's the Women of the Goldfields Maiden over 1,000 metres, and our horse in focus, we'll have a look at the most recent trial of False Statement.
Into the straight. False Statement showed a great zip off the gates and was able to get across and take the lead. It's out by about 2 lengths now over Chevelle de Vega, the outside, continuing to run on down the centre of the track, but being felt for as Delaney's Tune. Nothing else coming from the back though. The leader had a big kick at the 150 and started to come right away too as they head down towards the line. False Statement, run and stun, raced away and cruises home to victory. Second.
We haven't seen False Statement in around 290 days, but the most recent trial was very positive. Chloe Has a Party on board, jumped the horse out of the gates, went straight to the front, ran along at strong speed and then was just a strong winner in the end. I'm expecting probably something similar here. Gate 6 does look suitable. If you go back through its previous form, it was running behind horses like Double Bubble and also Crystal Spirit. So I think all things considered, this looks a far easier assignment. Second pick is the 9 Blankenberge. I don't think it was suited last start at Northern, sitting in the breeze on what was a pretty slow tempo. I'm expecting from gate 1 it can hold the fence and possibly lead as well. All things considered, it does look a bit of a stronger tempo on this event, and I think that's more suitable for the horse. Third pick is the 1 Okina Curie. It's drawn wide in this event. I think it needs to get a little bit of cover. I'm expecting a midfield position, but it was a really pleasing return to racing after a long let up. We'll just see how it goes second up. Might be possibly a little bit flat. And then 4th pick is the 4 Megachino, who I'm not sure if it will be suited going back to the 1,000. It does take a bit of time to wind up. It's a very big horse. Gate 3 also might be a little bit of a concern, but it does come into this race with the best last start figure. On top in race 2 is 5 False Statement from 9 Blankenberge, 1 Okina Curie and 4 Megachino. Race 3 at Belmont jumps at 1:49. It's the Olga Dawes handicap over 1,200 metres. And our horse in focus, we'll have a look at the most recent trial of first starter Showmanship.
Was La Bella Mess, and the last one is She's a Ruler. Into the straight they run though, and through along the inside, Cocky Head dash through nicely, takes the lead. On the outside, Truly Smug, Burning Bullet flat to the boards, likewise also, and trying to make ground was Bombay Style. Showmanship finishes well. It's presenting at the right time. Showmanship went up on the outside of Cocky Head, running on our wider War in Paradise. They go to the line. Showmanship won second.
showmanship has been well schooled for Team Williams. It's had 5 trials. The most 3 recent of those have all been wins. And we've seen the horse show a bit of versatility so far. It's been able to settle forward of midfield. In the most recent trial, however, it got stuck behind a runner that lost a bit of ground, so it was flushed out wide after being shuffled back and was very strong late through the line. So I'm expecting from gate 6, Pike can basically put the horse wherever he would choose, and it should show that strength late in this first start. Second pick for me is the 2 Chipeta. I thought the trial and first up, it just seemed to be a little bit flat late, so it looks like it's just improving in terms of fitness. It does come into this race, however, coming from a strong run race, so all things considered, it should be able to bounce from 8 and go towards the front. Third pick is 4 Zenays. It was a really nice first start. It was doing a lot of its best work late. It made a nice flashing run down the outside. Gate 1, it can possibly settle a little bit closer in this event. It did show some of that in its trials previously. And then fourth pick is 1 Kakadu, who again didn't necessarily get the best of favours first up. It was restrained back towards the tail of the field. It will possibly end up in a similar position here from 7, but it does have a smaller field to contend with. Race 3 on top for me is the 6 Showmanship from 2 Chipeta, 4 Zenays and 1 Kakadu. Race 4 at Belmont jumps at 2:24. It's the Norma King handicap over 1,200 metres, and our horse in focus. We'll have a look at the most recent start of Lipstick Flickers from Ascot.
Don's Legacy straightened up. Into the bend they come. A length and a half clear. War in Paradise. Chipeta just trying to hold it in. Don's Legacy nearing the 200. Chipeta called upon. Megachino runs on. It's Don's Legacy. Chipeta. Megachino. Don's Legacy with a kick. Chipeta down the outside. Zenays. Megachino comes at Don's Legacy. Don's Legacy kicks and wins.
There was quite a few excuses there for Lipstick Flickers last start. It began okay, settled in the box seat, was then shuffled back to 3 back defence, and really, as we just saw then, it didn't have any room in the straight at all, wasn't ever really clear. I think from gate 3, the horse should be able to settle at least 1 out, 1 back, if not in the box seat behind the leader. It does look like it should be able to settle more prominently, but it has been showing a really nice turn of foot late in its events. So it goes on top for me. From 1 Gisato, seemed to just be a little bit flat, second up on what was a very strong tempo, landing in the box seat. It probably looks to get into the same position here from gate 2. There might be a small query about the horse finishing off strong over 1,200 metres, but I think the horse should have plenty of fitness on its side by now. Third pick is the 3 Crypto. It's another horse that's just got a little bit of a few quirks about it. It has a wide gate to contend with, so I'm expecting a midfield position, hopefully with cover, but the horse has been improving and is coming off a personal best performance last start. And then fourth pick is the 7 Caress Your Soul, who should be rock fit for Beck Shanks. She always turns her horses up looking in great order, and this will be no exception. Caress Your Soul maps in an ideal position from 5 and ran a very nice last 600 and last 200 metre sectional at Northern first up. Race 4, on top for me is the 6 Lipstick Flickers from 1 Gisato, 3 Crypto and 7 Caress Your Soul.